Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. I'm just getting the cards ready. Good morning, Rainbow Flames. So, it's a weird energy today. Not a bad one, just weird. All right. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I was told. Let me put it on the screen. I don't know. It's just, let me just put it on the screen. Oh, wait. Hold on. I didn't save it. Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be so. Okay, here it is. There it is. All right. So much regret, but so little action. And I'm assuming that action that's being referenced is corrective measures. Whoever messed up has not been doing much to fix what they messed up. That's okay. That's okay if you're okay with it. If you're not okay with it, then it's not okay. But let's go ahead and see what the heck this is about. A boat. Okay. I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and shuffle some more cards. And, nope. Oh my God. These cards are all jumbled. They're all facing the wrong way. Shoot. Okay, hold on. All right. We got this. Why did I stick it in that? Like that. Excuse me. All right. Let me know that look at the cards. So something happened, and I'm assuming whatever it was that happened was something that was very upsetting for you or for them or for someone. Someone's upset, someone's feelings got hurt, and I don't know. Let's see where these cards take us. All right. We're just going to get some from the top. I suddenly don't feel like doing the reading. Okay, we'll shuffle this deck and get some from the top of this as well. All right, here goes. From there. And then we'll do Dreams of Gaia. Dreams of Gaia. Do. All right. To seek, to feel, to grow, to heal. Oh, okay. So I'm almost wondering, were you seeking a connection with an individual? And in that seeking, you open the door for the individual to be hurtful, harmful, not trying to blame, but trying to seek out what might be the actual message here. Like, is this something where your higher self has been trying to take this person away, has been trying to clear them from your field, from your life, from your thoughts, and you're fighting your process? I'm wondering. Okay. Take some from that deck. Let's get started. All right. Homecoming. Dale. Homecoming. I am assuming that I'm hearing this song, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Someone's coming home to you. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Um I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It feels like someone might be trying to reconnect. I'm really sick and tired of this message. Respect. I mean, all I have to say is, unless you have at least that minimum level of respect, don't even come forward. Like, you're really not missed. I think I'm going to be a little bit salty today. Oh, shoot. Oh my God. I'm feeling salty already. Mr. Hay, could you please tell me a joke to change my attitude just a little bit, just a little shift? I just need to shift it just a little bit, just a little. All right. Homeland Foundation. See, these two cards are in, or these three cards are in upright. So this is hopefully this is some type of message that that if someone does come forward, it's going to be something that is productive, something that is healthy, like a healthy type of connectivity, a healthy type of, I don't know what. Okay. But the thing that I want to emphasize is I think all of us, not just me, I think all of us are kind of done with the foolery, right? I think all of us are kind of just done with this continuous message of just, oh, someone's coming back. We want to know who, we want to know why. Who and why. Caroline. Caroline. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. She says, hello, I have a joke. What is the Easter Bunny's favorite music? Hip hop. Okay. I like that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay. She said hip hop. Okay. It doesn't take much to amuse me. Prosperity. So, whatever this is, it's going to be prosperous. Whoever is trying, they're going to succeed. It feels like they're going to be successful in their attempt to circumvent your defenses, to woo you, to just woo you. I know you guys aren't going to just fall for this, right? They're going to try really hard to woo you, to get you to not, I don't know, remember all of the foolery that they've put you through. Like, I have a really faulty memory, except when it comes to the ways in which people have hurt me. Because it takes a lot to hurt my feelings. It does. It takes a lot to hurt my feelings. But when they're hurt, I don't forget that easily. Okay. I don't forget that easily. And I don't think you should. I don't think you should, because when you forget things easily, it opens the door for people to repeat what they've done in the past. And I'm kind of at a point, and I hope you're right there at this point with me, where no, I'm just good. I'm good off that. Like, I'm so good off that. Um I'm seeking only the positive, empowering connections with others. That's not to say that every single connection will be positive. That is to say that if it's not positive, you're going to be given your walking papers. Okay? Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You've got Jester's block. Ah. It's true. It's true. He says, I've got Jester's block. It never worked out well if the queen didn't laugh, and those queens didn't have witchy zap you from states away powers. Okay. 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 Oh, Leanne. Fine line between wooing and woo woo. So I'm just saying. That's the quote of the day. Wait, is Mercury? Mercury's about to go in retrograde. Hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on. Mercury retrograde. Shoot. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? That's what it is? Okay. Wait, it's April? It's March. It's April. Oh, it's almost May. Damn. Oh my god, that's what this is. May 10th to June 2nd is the next freaking Mercury retrograde. That's what it is. Oh, y'all. Ooh, someone's coming back. Someone's coming back to like woo woo you. You know what I mean? They're trying to woo woo you. Expect messages from exes from I'm just gonna leave that alone. There's no balance. There's no balance. So it's either okay. What I'm getting is this individual is ready to move past whatever event hurt both of you. But I'm not believing that. I'm just not believing that. And I don't need to believe that. I don't know if you want to believe that, but me personally, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. You know what I mean? I don't believe that at all. I believe that yes, sometimes people can make mistakes. And no, it is not my job to continue to pay for your mistakes. It is not my job, my obligatory existence. Like, no, no. You know what I mean? No. True, but all wooing is to make whoopee. That's another powerful quote right there. That's another powerful quote right there. You know what I mean? Like, what is their intent? What is the intent of all this wooing? Whoopee? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. No whoopee is good enough to get me to agree to re-enter into toxicity. I'm just saying. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. That's up to you guys, though. That's up to you if you want to go ahead and just, like my girlfriend has this saying. I might get in trouble saying it. She has this saying. It's called dick sand, right? Like, do you want to get stuck in the dick sand? Is that what it is? You're stuck in the dick sand. Let me throw a vine out at you and just pull you out of the dick sand. I'm just saying. Don't allow yourself to get woo-wooed into whoopee that's going to cost you your peace and your soul. Be very weary and wary of the guys and the gals who be Amazon priming their spiritual starter pack. You know what I mean? Like, just because someone has a good aesthetic does not mean they're a good person. I've met so many people with fabulous aesthetics. Just based on the aesthetics, it's like, yes. Based on the person, don't even look in my direction. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to interact with you. I don't want any of that. So use your actual eye not your eyes, to see people. This is a period where all of the old caca is coming back. Initiation in reverse. Do not be the one to initiate things. Do you see that all that card wagon? Do not be the one to initiate things. Please, you know what Mercury does? It plays games. It plays games. It tells you to message people when you don't need to. You really don't need to. Don't fall into Mercury's games. So this is the pre-Mercury spoiler card. That's what you have in your near future. Mhm. Mhm. They're going to try and woo you with their candle magic. They're going to try and use their light to draw you in. Are you a butterfly or a moth? Butterflies are not drawn to light. They exist in the light, right? Butterflies exist in the light, and therefore they are not drawn to light. They are drawn to the sweetness of life. Are you a moth or are you a butterfly? And that's what you need to decide. Now, moths have a tendency to burn. When they go towards that firelight in the night, they have a tendency to get burned by that fire, right? Do you want to be drawn to the sweetness in life, or do you want to just be drawn to the things that are hot? Because someone is hot. Yeah. I'm a butterfly, a phoenix rising. Oh, go girl. Yeah, they can't hide it. They can't hide it. They can't hide how they're feeling. They can't hide any of it. I don't know who they were trying to fool anyways. Watchtower of the South. Summer. So they're going to keep watching you from a place that's beneath you all the way through to summer. Right? All the way through to summer. But what's new? What's new? Everything's going to escalate as we begin to get closer to that Mercury RX. So that Mercury energy, I believe, starts about two weeks or so before the actual start date of Mercury. So of the retrograde. So we're already, entering into that energy. We are already entering into that energy, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're already watching you. I'm sorry, but if you're idiota, if you're an idiota, no, it's not okay. Y'all, I want to introduce y'all to my buddy, Gerard. I do believe he's still single. We're gonna find you a good woman, so that way you don't only see Shrek mom or grandma anymore. Go ahead and add him. Go ahead and add him on Facebook. I hope you don't mind me pimping you out like this. Yes, go ahead and find him on Facebook. He's also on TikTok. Gerard, are you on Instagram as well? We want to give everyone all the different ways in which they can present themselves to you. So you go ahead and you reach out to Gerard over there. He is starting a crystal cult, a naked crystal cult. Are you ready for the crystal cult? He likes crystals, and he's a real life cowboy now. He's a real life cowboy now. Like for real, like real life cowboy. Dedication in reverse. You guys, this is a temporary thing. It's a Mercury retrograde type thing. If you think they're going to come back and it's going to be a long term, whatever that you're establishing together, I don't want to tell you you're wrong, but I kind of feel like you're wrong. I don't want to say you're wrong, but I kind of feel like you're wrong. It's a Mercury thing. There's no dedication there. I don't know. I see part of the reason why I'm just so absolutely head over heels, just massively in love with my husband is that it's an actually long-term thing. There's no wavering from that. I don't know that you're going to get that from whoever this is that's trying to approach in this period. And if they're smart, they'd be watching me because they know you watch me and they'll be trying to get some tips as to how to woo you. They might wait until after Mercury is done. If they're really smart, they would wait 2 weeks after Mercury goes back direct. And then you could be like safe to believe, you would think you're safe to believe that this is no longer influenced by Mercury. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? You got robes now. Your cult is supposed to be naked. Like you can't just suddenly change it. It's a naked crystal cult. So shadow and then feminine. Oh my God. Lurking in the shadows. Lurking in the shadows, watching you. I feel like someone's lurking in the shadows watching you. Uh-huh. See what I'm saying? Ooh, yo. Let me I've waited 100 years. I'll wait 1,000,000 more for you. Nothing prepared me for. All right. Y'all, this is just okay. It's making me wheezy. This is making me wheezy. Here we go. 5 of Earth. Easy options. Connivance, deception, unnecessary risk, addiction, blame. I'm telling y'all, this is a toxic ass mofo. He's toxic. Is your name Britney Spears? Baby, can't you see? I'm calling. A guy like you should wear a warning. He's dangerous. I'm falling too high. Okay, no, this is some bullshit. So there's a potential blockage, right? Look at that. He playing with you. You know what the spades represents? Your sacrum. That's your sacrum, right? He wants that tailbone. I was just saying, he's after that tailbone. Okay. He's over there, and that's what his cards are trying to tell you with his sexy ass horns. I'm just saying. Is that a woman? Is that a man? I don't know. That's androgynous. Oh, I don't know. Is that a woman or a man? I don't know. Whatever. So, potential blockage. There's a wee devil within all of us who whispers that we are acting for the greater good or not at fault where others are concerned. They don't take any accountability for their behavior. They don't take any accountability for their behavior. Shit's about to get serious real quick. Does that voice encourage you to laugh aside the fears and concerns of loved ones or to respond with defensive anger? It's time to let your conscience guide you instead of your selfish desires. Remember, your actions and choices have the power to do lasting hurt to others. Are you choosing to be blind or to turn your back on those who love you in order to cater to your own self interests, bad habits, or addictions? Are you gambling with someone else's future happiness as well as your own? It's easy to say that those you hurt are responsible for what they choose to feel and how they react. But embracing this belief, even if it is true, still shows a marked lack of empathy and understanding. Your words and deeds have influence and consequences. Do not deceive yourself into believing that you are above reproach or accountability. Uh huh. This card means you're being cautioned against arrogance and pride. Understanding and consideration for others is needed at this time. So, like, I kind of feel as though, mm, I kind of feel as though someone just messed up. Someone messed up and they expect you not to hold them accountable for them. Oh, I made a mistake. Oh, I blah, 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 blah. Oh, no one cares. Oh, shit. No one cares what your excuses are. Unless you're going to take accountability for what you did to hurt someone else, literally no one has to care what your excuses are. You don't get a free pass. You don't get to try and convince people that it's not your fault, that you are who you are. Mm-mm. No, I'm not one of those spiritual people who's like, hurt people hurt people. And we have to understand what they've been through. I don't have to understand anything. Let me repeat that again. I don't have to understand anything. If you're not going to take the time to try and understand what I've been through and how you're triggering my wounds, I don't have to do that for you. Empaths, it's time for you to hear this message. It's really, really time for you to hear this message. It is a message of how it's time to stop with the enabling of other people's maltreatment of you. When you believe these things of like, hurt people hurt people, and so we have to understand what they've been through. No, I don't. No, you don't. Excuse me. No, you don't. You don't have to. You can choose to, but you don't have to. You're not required to be someone else's sacrificial lamb. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We have to exit out of the martyrdom. We have to exit out of the very things that cause us to be such easy targets for the malignants, the people who have malignant intentions, who are intentionally malicious in their handling of you and your heart. And don't tell me no twin flame stuff. Don't. Don't tell me no twin flame stuff. Just don't. That has nothing to do with a human experience. That is a celestial thing, and you are not celestial in this moment. You are terrestrial, human, and therefore human things are only what is considered right now. Okay? If you have a soul connection, that's perfectly fine. But that has nothing to do with the human interactions. A soul connection means even if they mess up in this lifetime, even though they have that connection with you, you can cut them off when they mess up. You'll still have that connection on a soul level. You can work through it in the next life. That's what that means to me. Like, you gonna mess up in this life, we have a soul connection, I'm gonna cut you off. I don't need additional lessons to learn in the next life. I'm gonna just cut you off. We work through that in the next life. Or after we're both stardust, we work through it then. right? We're not going to do it in this life because I'm not going to continue to allow you and your distortions to be the poison I become addicted to. Yeah. Have you ever noticed that you get addicted to people? I kind of have that issue. I can get addicted to people. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's my reality. And I have found, looking back at previous experiences and encounters through this lifetime, I have a tendency to get addicted to like the most toxic ones. I do. I do. Not in a romantic sense, but in like a friendship sense. I get so addicted to the most toxic ones. Like, oh my God, I can help you. No, I can't. I can't help you. That's who you are. And it's not my job to change you or convince you that, that you need to change and this and that. I used to believe that if I just love you enough, if I empower you enough, if I share enough of my energy and my courage with you, you will take it in and you will drink from it and become that too. And no, no. Ask me how many times this has happened, how many times I have done this where I have drained my own essence into a cup and offered that as a drink for someone else because I thought they were thirsty. They're dehydrated. They're behaving this way because they're dehydrated. They don't have enough support. All of these excuses that we've learned to come up with because we're spiritual and we're advanced and we're going to help other people. What you need to do is help yourself. Yes, the Messiah complex. The Messiah complex. So let us see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here goes. 9 of water. Illumination, acceptance, openness, emotional enlightenment, strength, courage, fear, ignorance. Ooh, break the cycle, remove the emotional hooks. Ooh. Ooh. Remove the emotional hooks. Okay, so for those of you who don't know me very well, I'm actually not a tarot card reader. I'm a Claire everything. And my day job is not just a molecular subatomic attunement specialist. I don't just recode standing scalar waves. My specialty is actually parasitic extraction. My specialty is demonology. And here's the thing. The only things that I know in creation that uses hooks and cords are fucking parasites. 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 Break the cycle, remove the emotional hooks. Past experiences leave an emotional imprint. Shine a light on the source of the emotional pain, the effect of past experiences on the present moment, the weight of our emotions. Emotional enlightenment, the process of becoming lighter, lighter by cutting the baggage out, leaving the baggage on the ground. The very first thing to be born in the darkness of the void was the light. The 9 of water represents a need to embrace an open heart and allow the light of love to transform and heal emotional pain and turn it into knowledge that sets us free. Our past experiences, good and bad, leave an emotional imprint. Remembered joy and love can inspire a sense of well-being. A happy memory creates a feeling within that curves the lips and makes us smile or laugh, while a bad memory can cause tears and open old wounds we thought we had healed and forgotten long ago. Ooh, if a past memory is making you emotionally reactive in a way that's counterproductive in the now, then there is a cancer present. You might not be reliving the memories consciously, but when they have power influence how you feel and react in the present, then you are reliving these memories on an unconscious level. So, how do you just stop the emotions and feelings? So, that's a very good question, AP. You don't. The more you try and suppress it, the more present it will become. So, how do you stop the emotions and feelings? You don't. You don't try and force them to stop. You continue to explore, explore, explore until the distorted emotions become very, very clear for you. That clarity of understanding that the emotions are indeed distorted are necessary to correct the distortion, right? So, how do you stop the emotions and feelings? You feel them. You feel them to the degree that finally they stop because you're no longer suppressing it. It's no longer the thorn in your foot. You have to process. You have to give yourself permission to be honest with how you were treated. I'm looking back at a specific connection that I had. It was a momentary connection. It wasn't necessarily romantic. It was just this very intense, momentary connectivity. And I'm seeing quite a bit of that connectivity was actually very manipulative and toxic. Trying to convince me that my perception, my life options were wrong because I didn't choose what they wanted me to choose. That's toxic as fuck. You know what I mean? And then this consistent rehashing that occurred after the fact. The rehashing of, I deserve to have connection withheld because I didn't do as I was commanded to do. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying? No. And I don't know if it's just my Capricorn moon. I love my Capricorn energy. I used to think like, oh my God, I don't like my Capricorn side simply because it's something that causes me to seem very emotionless, emotionally disconnected. But now I'm seeing as I've evolved and developed more depth to my emotional maturity. I love my Capricorn side because when you want to be toxic with me, when you want to try and manipulate me, when you want to withhold yourself from me as a form of punishment, I'm not going to cry about it unless I'm laughing that hard. It makes me laugh because it's like, honey, you want to play this game of like silent treatment? I love silence. I'm not even joking. I love silence. I thrive in the absence of others. I do. I thrive. It gives me a break from all of the intensity that causes me to, have so much distortion. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to talk to me? Okay, fine. I can talk to myself. I actually like my own company. You don't want to hang out with me? Okay. I'm not tripping. And it's not even like I'm trying to front that I'm not tripping. I'm literally not tripping. I'm not. I can love you and have you be absent from my life for years on end and not worry. I don't take ownership of other people. Like, you can ask my husband, he be trying to text me, most of the time I don't answer. He tries to call me, most of the time I don't answer. I mean, we're together most of the day, and I figure, tell me when I see you. No worries. Yeah. Like, I remember years ago, long, long time ago. Um, gosh, his one of his best friends was getting married, and, I don't remember if he was one of the best men or something like that, but they were all gonna go to the strip club, and my husband's telling me, and, he's like, "I'll call you when I get there, and then I'll call you, like, to let you know how things are going." And then he was gonna call me before he comes home, and I'm just like, "Why? Why would you need to do that? How about you just go out and have whatever fun you're gonna have? I'm home. I'm home." Like, why do you need to check in? You're a grown ass fucking man. I'm not your mom. You don't have to check in, you know? Anytime he's gone out with his friends, like, he knows, like, I will get literally irritated if you keep checking in with me when you're out. Like, fucking enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time out. Whatever debauchery, I don't give a shit. I'm at home. I'm probably going to sleep early. Like, seriously, I have no ownership of other people. And I think part of the issue here is that thinly veiled attempt at ownership, you know? A thinly veiled attempt or belief in their ownership of you. That's ugly. It's ugly to own other people. You know what it's called when you own someone else? Like, really think on this. That's my man. Like, think on that. You're taking ownership of another sentient being, another human being. What has that been called in history? What is that? And maybe my aversion comes from the fact that I've lived quite a few lives during that period of human history and have been in the fields. Mhm. Still remember that. I'm so averse to the ownership of other people. It's not okay. It's not okay. Oh, because of love? Like, I mean, you can't make that comparison. I absolutely can. I absolutely can. They had their justifications during that time. No, but you don't understand. I love them and they just don't know any better. That's kind of what they said too. I mean, the love part wasn't really there, but it was just this thing of like, they're a simple people. They're not even human. What? We're giving them a better life because we're providing them the modern conveniences. Like, stop with the ownership of other people. Stop with it. Stop with it. Let people be free to be who they are. Now, here's the thing. If you are going to do things that are just flat out disrespectful because you think I won't find out, and I am this open and this free with you, you don't fucking deserve me. You're out. You're out. And if you can't recognize how good you have it with a woman like me, then you don't deserve a woman like me. Go find a basic one that will play the games with you. I'm not here to play games. And maybe when we approach our relationships in this way, where it's like, I have a standard that I will not allow myself to go below. You don't got to buy me expensive things. You don't got to this. You don't got to that. You don't got to take me out on dates. You just have to coexist with me and have this minimum level of respect, consideration. And when people fall short of that, whether it's a romantic connection or a platonic one, I'm sorry, this is not working out for me. It's time for me to let this go. And see, the thing is, I'm not even grasping it tightly. It's just held in my hand, like you would hold something that you cherish, just gently held in my hand to make sure it doesn't get stepped on, to make sure it doesn't get lost. It's held in my hand because I cherish it. And I'm saying, if you want to get all hot with me and try and burn me, it's that's one little movement. I'm good. Just I'm good. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thankfully, I understand now what I deserve. I deserve what I give out with no one asking me to. Ooh, I love that quote. Lisa, I love that quote. She says, "You're blind if you can't see what I'm offering, and I'm blind to see you're not willing to do the same." So here's my thing. I've learned that some of this logic can also cause you to live in a way that's unrealistic, meaning expecting your heart to exist in other people's chest, expecting other people to do what you do. I'm not talking about a tit for tat. I'm not talking about if I buy you flowers, you have to buy me flowers. Because for some of us, we will do what we want other people to do for us. We will do for them what we want them to do for us. It's our low key manipulative way of teaching them how to spoil us, right? No, no, no. That's not how it works. All I expect is for you to cherish me in whatever way at the same depth of intensity that I cherish you. Yes. Yes. So when my husband was the one working, every like Valentine's Day, I would go out of my way and like make him some like I don't know, whatever cookies, cupcakes, whatever the heck he likes during that time, and then I would get him like 2 dozen roses and like 2 dozen balloon bouquet thingies, and then I would go to the front office at his job. I would go to the receptionist. I wouldn't tell him I'm coming. And I would deliver that for him. And the receptionist every year would be like, "Do you want me to call him up here?" I'm like, "No, no." And she goes, "You want me to walk it back? If you could, please." And why is that? So everyone could see how cherished he is. He's a Gemini. He likes those huge shows of affection and attention. But see, here's the thing. I'm very low key. I don't like that kind of stuff. I just don't. I don't like, I don't like that kind of stuff. So instead, what does he do for me? He doesn't just cherish me on one day, it's the whole year. Every single day, he cherishes me. Every single day is my birthday, Mother's Day, Valentine's, all of those holidays that you take the time to show the person you love them. Yeah, that's every day for me. That's every day. Every day. That's what I like. I don't need the expensive gifts. I don't need the balloons. I don't need the flowers. Every day. I spend every day not questioning what he is doing. I don't wonder what he's doing when he's out. I have no reason to. I have no reason to. He has all my passwords. We have nothing but joint accounts. There's zero separation. Zero separation. And that's every day from day one. And I don't know if it's because I'm just lucky or if it's because this is the standard that I've always held for myself. And I'm not afraid to be alone. So if you want to be with me, you have to live up to that standard. And there's no negotiating that. That is the standard. That is my expectation. No, you don't have to buy me expensive things. No, I don't need the purses. I don't need the jewelry. I don't need the flowers. I don't need the vacations. Yeah, we don't take vacations. Why do I need to take a break from the life I live? It's an amazing life. It's not a rich life, but it's so fucking amazing that I don't need a vacation from it. You know? Like, we end up in relationships with people that we can't spend all day with. Why are you with someone that you can't spend all your time with? And no, we're not codependent. My husband and I are not codependent. He is absolutely capable of being a stay-at-home father as well as a working father. He could totally be a single parent and be absolutely successful in that, just as much as I can. Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't need me around. I don't need him around. I want him around. He wants me around. Crazy, right? Crazy that I would actually choose not to connect with people until they were worth connecting with. And honestly, much of my youth, I thought I was just going to be single for the rest of my life because I really am not interested in humans in that way. I don't get humans very much. I don't get it. I don't get why people play the games and stuff. So I'm just kind of like, eh, I'm good with myself. I'm not joking. I'm good by myself. The jokes I tell myself on a regular basis are hilarious. I'm telling you. I'm legit good on my own. And it's this thing of making sure that the people who have access to me, the people who are part of my circle, are quality people and not settling for less, not having um, loyalty to you just because of the time you've been in my life. How many of you are loyal to people who don't deserve your loyalty? Just because you've known them for as long as you have. So now you're obligated. Where's the cards? Here's the cards. You're not obligated to do anything. You're just not. You have to release this need to participate in the obligatory existence that someone else obligated you to live. You're not. Hi, Pinsan. Okay. Let's see. So, thought, reality, power, attention, focus, attraction, positivity, negativity, and universal law. Be realistic instead of optimistic or pessimistic. Ooh, 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 ooh. How many of us fall in love with the potentiality of a person rather than accepting the reality of who they are? Gah, going after someone because of their potential. That's a surefire way to disappoint yourself. Because even though they have the potential, they don't have the obligation to tap into that potential and live up to it. Much of my disappointment in other people stems from the fact that I see the potential, but they refuse to believe the potential exists. That sucks. But that's not a weight for me to carry. That's not a cross that I need to bear. Good and bad go hand in hand. Change your mind, change your life. Don't overthink or speculate. Don't rush your thinking. Be certain. Thought is energy. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Whew. The simple statement expressed by Rene Descartes is a founding principle of Western philosophy. Okay, let's see. Thoughts create reality. Thought is a second and one of the most dominant of the influence cards in the deck. For thought, like emotion, will determine the direction of your life. Your thoughts, the way you think, shape, and create the world around you. What and how you think is a true reflection of you as a face that looks back at you when you gaze in the mirror. So here's the thing, guys. Remember, I was telling you, I'm not actually a tarot card reader, right? This is just a way for me to focus my raging ADHD. I have raging ADHD. And this is a way to focus, laser focus my clairsentience, all my clairs, so that I can properly and accurately share messages. So no, I'm not channeling. No, no other beings are speaking through the cards. Calm the fuck down. Someone's like, do you know what you're calling in with those cards? My focus. I'm calling in my focus. Well, how the fuck are you using your cards? Because that's how I'm using mine. My focus is what I call in. So I'm not a tarot card reader. I am subatomic attunement specialist. Okay. So I understand this unified field physics explanation of the human, all of the systems within the human field, all of the different energetic systems, how they interlace with the physicality of the human flesh, the way the DNA and all of this, I understand all of that. One of the things that was quite possibly the most powerful thing I realized as I was teaching myself all of this, that human brain. Oh my gosh. One of my subspecialties is neurology slash psychology, and the pathology of both. So what I realized was this: if there's some type of implied pathology with either your psychology or neurology, if you believe that, those two things will override and rewrite, recode the standing scalar waves that are used as the basis of your created reality. You can override shit real fast. Seriously. If you're adept enough, if you go from initiate to an adept, right? There's ways to recode the human body and create physiological change, physical change that's quantifiable. Mhm. Quantifiable. So okay, give you an example, right? I have a flapjack ass. I have a traditional flapjack Filipino ass. It's just it's flapjack. That's okay. I'm not embarrassed. I tried this experiment out on myself, and I grew a donk, a big ass donk. Yeah, in 3 months. 3 months. I grew an ass that would probably take about 3 to 5 years to grow. To experience that level of hypertrophy, yeah, that would take quite some time. Yep. I have the ability to recode in such a way that although I have very delicate joints, the heaviest, when I stopped heavy lifting, I was leg pressing 505 pounds. Mhm. Yeah, that should have tore all my ligaments. I have an issue with ligaments. I have an issue with connective tissues. That should have tore my ligaments. Nope. I was able to leg press that with no knee braces on. I should have worn knee braces, but I didn't. And I was perfectly fine. 3 sets of 25, 505 pounds. I was perfectly fine. Yep. I had the tip of my thumb nearly completely severed because I was distracted cutting something. It nearly severed the tip of my thumb. I'm allergic to lidocaine. I'm allergic to the entire cane family and to epinephrine. Of all the things, epinephrine, what the fuck? Yeah, like anaphylactic, meaning I'll die. My airway will close up. I'll have a seizure and I'll die. And I had to have that sutured. I told myself it didn't hurt that much. It's just an inconvenience. And that thought was enough for me to have my wound cleansed and sutured shut with absolutely no pain meds. And as a matter of fact, I came across that video recently because I recorded a video while in the ER. And I asked the doctor if it was weird that I was asking to record him suturing my finger. And he goes, "No, that's not weird. We get a lot of requests like that. Like, what is weird though is how calm and comfortable you are with no pain meds." The human brain is so powerful. What you believe is what you will manifest. And unfortunately, for many of us, most of us, we have a much easier time believing in the negatives, in the diseased states. And so that's what we manifest. Are you aware that fibromyalgia, when seen from an energetic standpoint, is full chakra blowout? And depending on the severity of that blowout, that is exactly what will determine the severity of your symptomatic presentation. Did you know tumors, cancer, has a lot to do with stored thoughts, especially if you attack yourself a lot? Has a lot to do with that. When you allow other people's recordings to play in your head that attack you, eventually you will develop that physical symptomatic presentation. Yeah, I didn't read this anywhere. I was my first case study. I developed a tumor the size of a thumb on my cervix because I had a lot of toxicity that was repressed, suppressed, oppressed from childhood. When the recordings of a narcissistic parent continues to play through your adulthood, it will solidify as what? Who knows? Depends on how you take it. It's no wonder, at least to me, it's no wonder at all that I would develop a tumor where the sacral chakra is responsible. Because what's the sacral chakra responsible for? Not just your reproductive organs, but your connections with family. Your most intimate connections are housed in your sacral chakra. And yes, the doctors verified this. 2 weeks after I changed my mindset. That's the only difference only different thing I did. I changed my mindset. I went to get checked again. Tumor's gone. Not only was the tumor gone, they did quite a few of the punch biopsies. They also did a leap where they cut off, they cauterize off a section of your cervix. They did that to me too. Everything was clear. Zero dysplasia, zero, like nothing. All the cells were normal. All I had to do was change my mindset. When you are an overthinker, my God, the power of your manifestation, you pair that hyperfixation with the emotion and you allow it to flow. Lordy Lord. That's manifestation like a mofo. Leanne says, I was wondering this. I pulled my back out 3 days ago, bending down to pick up clothes, pinched nerve feeling. Could it be chakra issues if in my lower back this is resonating? So what you probably have is some type of instability, whether it's laxity or tightness of your psoas muscle. And with that, that's the very thing that connects your upper half to your lower half. In energetic and spiritual terms, it connects your upper chakras to your lower chakras. Most back injuries involve a weakening or some type of imbalance in the psoas muscle. With that, if it's weakened, it's going to create a lot of pelvic girdle instability. It's going to create a lot of hip instability, your hip flexors. Typically, with that type of injury, you also have an issue with your piriformis, with all your flexors and abductors and adductors. All of these muscles in your hips and thighs, those are always involved. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're having knee pain, because typically when you have that psoas muscle issue and you get injured, not only are you having probably sciatica because it's a pinched nerve feel, you probably have a partially herniated disc. That's what it looks like. And then on top of that, there's a lot of inflammation to try and contain that. On top of that, this ties into your feeling of lack of being supported and accepted as you are, in addition to rejection of self. My back was fucked for years. They told me I needed to fuse 3 vertebrae. L5S1, that one was the most fucked. I have degenerated disc disease. Why? The weight of carrying the world on my shoulders silently. I don't have back pain yet. Why? Because whenever I feel it starting, I sit myself down and I tell myself, stop. We don't have to punish ourselves. You're supported now. You have the support. You are safe. You are accepted. Stop. Slow down. Slow down. For those of us who don't feel accepted, for those of us who have lived such a life where we have to continuously prove ourselves to other people, because everyone in our lives to this day makes us feel like we're not enough just as we are, and we have to be apologizing to everyone through our actions for existing. Like, that's such a heavy weight to hold on your shoulders. Such a heavy weight. So it might be a good idea for you guys, if you suffer with this back issue, you have to look into work that will strengthen and stabilize your pelvic girdle. Oftentimes, this is a result of posterior chain weakness and tightness in your anterior chain, or laxity. It depends on the person. Oftentimes you have your hamstrings are very, very tight. It could be something to do with your gait, meaning fallen arches, rotations in your ankles that will affect the knees. It will then affect the hips, which will then transfer up to the spine. It's just a lot of stuff. And when I got myself right with myself, meaning I no longer was existing as a martyr, it healed. It healed. I have no vertebrae that are fused. It's rare for me to have my back go out. I have to really be not paying attention and hyper fixated on getting things done. Um, when I get very emotional about the wrongs that are being done to me in that moment, I do feel the back start to have issues. When I'm around people who are toxic in a way that triggers me back into that space of childhood, my back will give out. My toxic ass sibling who's a narcissist, raging as fuck narcissist, having to be in his presence while I help to take care of our sick sibling. My back gave out. After like 2 months, my back gave out, like full on gave out. Full on gave out. So I understand now, like a lot of the weight that I still have on, if you're carrying a lot of weight on your body, what are you insulating yourself from? For the longest time when I had no contact with family, I was like between a size 0 and a size 2, no effort. Eat whatever I want and no weight stays on me. Like literally eat whatever I want. I don't have to exercise, nothing. No weight stays on me. I go back and spend time with this particular toxic sibling. Boom, 60 pounds. I can't get it off. And it's like, why have I not gotten it off yet? Because I don't really eat enough to sustain this type of weight on me. Hormones. The hormones have gone out of whack because why? Because of the injuries that were caused being in that person's presence just for a few weeks. And I hadn't taken the time up till now to recalibrate my hormones. So up till now, I still have the weight. Up till now, my face is puffy and I look aged. That's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm not going to make it a goal to punish myself for being punished by someone else. No, I'm going to live my life. I'm going to be peaceful within myself. I'm going to focus on my health eventually. I have to start doing it soon. I'm going to stop eating the things that I know causes widespread systemic inflammation. Because, when you eat the things that cause inflammation that then lead to other conditions that worsen, that's a form of punishment. It's punishment. How often do you punish yourself without even realizing? Ocean Lover. Ocean Lover says, girl, you look in a few years past teen years. Thank you. So hold on. I just need to see something. Okay. I'm going to share this. I'm going to look a little crazy here, but don't worry. We already know I'm crazy. No, not that. Oh, yeah, I'll show you guys this too. Hold on. Let's load this. And then let's load this. So I'm going to show you guys some pictures. Oh, well, we can load this too. Okay, we'll load these. We shall load these. Okay. All right. So remember I was telling you guys that I have the ability to override some bodily functions through standing scalar wave recodement. So hold on. Yes. No. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, so that's my thumb when it was nearly severed. I'll just play it. And my mom said I had to go back into the hospital to have the stitches removed. And I was like, no, I just need tweezers. Yeah. I mean, okay, no biggie. No biggie. So let's remove that. Remember when I told you that you can recode your ass? Yeah. And my ass actually got bigger than this. This was with minimum workout. You see how I have like a flat jack ass? Yeah. You could recode yourself like that. This is how I normally look when I take care of myself. Yeah. See? Like, I don't look anything like I do right now because of hormones. My hormones are out of whack. Let me hide this. See what I'm saying? Like, your mind is so powerful, and you don't give yourself enough room to allow that mind to do what it can do. Your mind was designed to override and rewrite standing scalar waves. You can recode your ass. You absolutely can. Hold on. Let me find the picture of what happened when I went full donk. That's just mini donk. Okay, let's see. Let's see. No. Us here. Well, I don't have the picture. Oh my God. I don't have the picture, but I'm just looking at this and it's cracking me up. There's a baby picture of me. So hold on, guys. Let me see. Hum, hum, hum. Okay, let me stop. I gotta get going. I just realized I have class. Let's do these cards because I had already had them pulled, and then we'll call it a day. So yeah, you could totally recode your ass, you could recode your face, you could recode everything. There's a way to harness tritonal frequencies to use it as a cavitation machine. You know what cavitation is? You can burst the fat cell and it gets released and absorbed into the body and excreted. I'm just saying. You totally can do that. You could if you know how. Let's see. Here goes. 9 of Cups in reverse, mistakes. Someone is still counting on you to think that they made a mistake. Some mistakes are nothing but miscalculations. It's not a mistake. They were intending to do this, but you didn't play along and react the way they wanted you to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's not a mistake. When you do something with the intention of being hurtful or harmful to someone else, but instead of them crying to you and begging you not to go, crying to you and no, that's not a mistake. That's a miscalculation. You're still a fucking dick. I'm just saying. I'm sorry that it's so abrasive. The way in which I'm speaking right now is abrasive. But I mean, when someone's skin is so thick, like in my language, that's called makapal. You know what that means? Your skin is so thick that you don't understand the tremendous ugliness of the effect you have on other people. Yeah. Don't be thick like that. Seriously. If you're going to be thick like that, then expect an abrasive response, an abrasive communication, because that's the greatest show of compassion that I can muster, where I'm abrasive enough to be able to help you slough off all of those layers that are preventing you from understanding the effect you have on your environment. I don't like being abrasive, but sometimes I gotta be. Why? Because you've let yourself get so thick that the message doesn't get through until we help you sand some of that down. I'm not giving no one any type of free pass. Fuck that. You wanted to do something to hurt my feelings to prove a point? Well, now my feelings are hurt. What now? What now? Oh, now you want to say sorry? Apology not accepted. You should have thought about my attitude when my feelings are hurt before you tried to hurt my feelings. You got what you worked for. Now my feelings are hurt, and now I don't want anything to do with you. That's one hell of a miscalculation. That's one hell of a miscalculation. And honestly, that's what you get. You got what you worked for. You wanted to hurt me. Now I'm hurt. Now what? No, I'm not good at forgiveness. I don't hold grudges either, but I don't forget. I don't forget when someone has it in them and acts upon that to hurt me. You know, you have that capacity to hurt me, and then you actually utilize that capacity because you want to hurt me. Fuck you forever. That's what happens when you hurt my feelings intentionally. That's the only reaction. Fuck you forever. Literally forever. Well, I mean, you can't be like that. Oh, yes, I can. Yes, I absolutely can. But that's like trying to drink poison and expecting the other person to be poisoned. No, let me clarify. That's like trying to tell me to soak in the poison, but it's okay. I don't need to freak out because I'm not actually drinking it. Baby boo, whatever's in my environment eventually enters into my space. Why would I want any type of poison around me? You want to be poisonous? You go right ahead. You go right ahead and you show me the exact reason why you don't deserve to be a part of anything about me. And that's the thing. It's not a loss. It is not a loss at all. To remove someone who has the capacity to hurt you and acts upon that capacity, that is not a loss. That is a cleansing. That is a clearing. It's a purging. My well-being is my priority. At this point, yes. My internal peace is my priority. My well-being is my priority. And if you're going to disturb that peace, you're going to have to be disturbed for the rest of your life, trying to figure out how to get out from no man's land, because I promise you, honey, you're going to be shackled there. I will never allow you around me again. And that's part of my standard of living. I will no longer cater to people's distorted expectations of me because I'm a loving person. You think that you can get away with whatever you want to do? I probably won't say anything. I probably won't say anything. No, I'm probably not going to cuss you out. I'm probably not going to have this overt show of blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to get real quiet. And you're just going to get real removed. You know, there's some people who'll be like, they want to block you. So they're going to message you and be like, you know, you did this, this, and this. And so like, now I have to block you. I don't give a shit. Block me. I wouldn't have noticed because I stay in my own lane. See? I stay in my own lane. If I'm going to block you, I'm just going to block you. And then I'm going to carry on with my life. And that's it. That's it. There's no checking back on you. There's no, I wonder if they're talking about me. I don't care if you're talking about me. I already know what you're capable of. And if you're capable of hurting me, even in a covert manner, you're capable of talking shit about me to other people. You probably already have. I don't care. I just don't. I don't care. That's not something that I need to focus on because it's not my job to change your opinion of me. When I live in such an authentic, raw manner, and you can't see that I'm a good person that doesn't deserve to be treated that way, I don't have to be worried about convincing you otherwise. What I need to focus on is why I thought I needed you in my life. What I did to make you feel so comfortable around me that you thought it would be okay to reach that level of disrespecting me. That's what I need to focus on because I don't need to be repeating that with other people. And I think if more of us began to understand what we really needed to focus on during those periods, I don't know that we would keep repeating the same cycles. I don't know that we would. I've become very efficient at recognizing when people are toxic in their intentions, regardless how sweet they are to me. I've become very efficient with that. And I just quietly back away. Like, it's not me saying you're a bad person. It's me recognizing you're bad for me. I hope you have an amazing life. I hope you accomplish a lot. I hope in my absence you find what you're looking for. I literally mean that, you know? It does not make me feel good to know that people I dislike are suffering. That doesn't make me feel good. I don't celebrate that. I'm not that type of person where like I celebrate someone else's struggle and suffering because I don't get along with them. Like, no, I'm not like that. Like at all. I'm not like that at all. So Wheel of Fortune, destiny, fortune, outcome, culmination, good or bad luck, depending on influences of nearby cards, inevitability. So it's inevitable for some of us to need to, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. It's inevitable for some of us to need to um, finish off certain cycles with certain individuals. Not going to be allowed to move forward from it. Failure, sudden collapse of plans, unrealistic plans. We have the Chariot in reverse. So you will not be able to avoid that which is inevitable. Well, then fucking send a new person. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not opposed to working on soul missions, but I just need a new team member. Just saying. What? Michael says, don't be that way. What way should I be? This is who I am. Six of Coins, generosity, philanthropy, charity, gratification, gifts. I know. He says, I have the gift to overlook so much. Maybe that was a problem. Maybe I overlooked too much. It's almost a sense of, for some of us, for some of you, you'll be able to overlook and work through some of the ugliness that occurred. Now I'm just breathing. He asked me if I was upset. No, I'm just breathing. The Magician in reverse. Weakness of will, ineptitude, insecurity, delay, the use of one's skills for destructive ends. So are you saying that this issue that I'm going to be forced to overlook is because they're stupid? That came out with so much venom. Let me try that again. Are you saying that all of this needs to be overlooked and forgiven because they're stupid? Some people just are. Some people just are. They think that they can play these games and have no consequence, like tit for tat. You're fucking stupid. For what? Sorry. I'm sorry. Not you guys. Whoever this is. Mm. Make my lip curl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That was the dumbest shit ever. I'm just saying. Maybe I need to shift it into a space of learning. For those of you who are resonating with this, leaving behind the reality of someone being just dumb. Here's the thing. What I'm realizing is sometimes when people do dumb things, it helps you to see who they really are. And when you see who they really are, sometimes what ends up happening is you realize why walking away was the best decision ever. I'm just saying. Michael says, don't say it. Don't say what? What I'm thinking? You don't want me to say that you never deserved me. Is that what you don't want me to say, Michael? Yeah? Okay, I won't say it then. Perfect card to follow up. Here. Complete and sudden change, breaking down of old beliefs, abandonment of past relationships, severing of a friendship, changing one's opinions. Huh? AP says, so Emmy, when do you think it's going to happen? You have so prepped for me to handle the situation with grace. I don't know. I don't know. Who's to say it's not already happening? That you're not already and have already been in the process for how long, right? You know. No, Marlene. 5 of Cups. I'm really not the one you should be talking to right now. I'm not the one with intellectual deficiency. Nope. I stay in my lane. Get out of my reading. Let's see. 5 of Cups in reverse. Hopeful outlook. Favorable expectations. New alliances. I like that one. Affinity. Return of an old friend. Reunion. A reunion with a new alliance. I'm just saying. Mhm. I'm gonna need you to cry somewhere else, ma'am. I know it's cold, right? Welcome to the Emmy Dome. Cry somewhere else, for real. I don't want to hear any excuses you have to say. Cry somewhere else, for real. King of Cups in reverse. Artistic temperament. Double dealing. Ha! Marlene, come back, please. We're not done talking. Double dealing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wait. Oh, King of Cups in reverse. Double dealing, scandal, loss, ruin, injustice. A crafty person without virtue. We don't need none of that. We don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need none of that. Okay, here goes. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords. I don't feel bad for you at all. I really am this cold. So 9 of Swords in reverse, suspicion, slanderous gossip, shame, scruple, timidity, shady character. Like the shadiness of it all, the shadiness of it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't like shady people. I don't like to be around shady things, shady situations, shady attempts. Yeah, that's just kind of a statement all on its own. It's a declaration of fact. It is an utterance of a border that should not be crossed, boundaries, right? Confucius. Atonement. Atonement, okay? Judgment, self perspective, rejuvenation, rebirth, improvement, development, promotion. Michael, it's time to promote one of the secondary twins. It's time to promote one of the secondary. Let's bring a runner up into the forefront. Atonement. Hold on. Define atonement. Reparation for a wrong or injury. The reconciliation of God and humankind through Jesus Christ. Early 16th century, denoting unity or reconciliation, especially between God and man, from at one plus ment, influenced by medieval Latin. Adunamentum, unity, and earlier one ment, from the obsolete verb one, to unite. Let's see what Jesus says about atonement. Jesus came into the world to be crucified for the world and to bear the sins of the world and to sanctify the world and to cleanse it from all unrighteousness, that through him all might be saved. The great sacrifice he made to pay for our sins and overcome death is called atonement. So hold up. Jesus came into the world to be crucified for the world and to bear the sins of the world and to sanctify the world and to cleanse it from all unrighteousness. I mean, just that statement alone should tell you that Jesus came here to abolish the system. Yikes. We'll leave that for another live stream. See, another word for atonement. Redemption. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? All I ever had, redemption song. Yeah, no, fuck this shit. I don't care. Okay. Queen of Staves. I don't care. I really don't. Queen of Staves. A sympathetic, understanding person, friendly, loving, chaste, practical, charm and grace. Gracious hostess. You know, sometimes we need to be the Queen of Staves. Other times we just don't. And it's up to you to determine when that time is appropriate. Right now, I don't want to be a Queen of Staves. Let's see. King of Coins, an experienced and successful leader, a person of character and intelligence, mathematical ability, reliable partner, wise investment, ability to acquire money and valuable possessions, right? So mathematical ability, meaning the ability to see clearly All of your little computations don't add up to reparations, to redemption. You fucked up. So now you're fucked. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know? Not you guys, of course. Like I said, not you guys. Okay. Okay, 6 of Cups. Memories, past influences, nostalgia, faded images. It's okay for some people to just be a memory and remain there. It's okay for some people to be such a distant memory that the image of them is faded. I'm not going to stop being mad. I'm just saying. That was the most grievous miscalculation. Live with the consequence. All right. 2 of Staves, mature individual, a ruler, attainment of goals and needs, boldness, a dominant personality. What is your goal? Is your goal to grow and have peace? And I don't know, what's your goal? What's your goal? Because once you figure out what your goal is and you begin to act upon that goal, I think your life will really begin to change. I think your life will become what you want it to be. But you have to let go of the things that are just not for you. When people repeatedly show you that they are not your safe space, honey, believe them. Believe them. And if you can't keep me safe, you have no right to expect redemption from me. That's just a fact. If they can't do what is necessary, if they can't allow themselves to really take a good hard look and take accountability for their behaviors and their actions, even the miscalculations, and sometimes desperate people call desperate measures, whatever the hell the saying is. I don't care. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate for companionship, even the platonic kind. I'm not desperate for connection. So I don't have to conduct myself or live my life in a way that is reminiscent of desperation. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. What do you need to decide right now? What do you need to consider? Does it have anything to do with anyone else? Or is everyone else really just this additional component that helps you to understand what you need to shift within yourself? The time for your healing is now. And for some of us, we won't heal until, whatever person is completely removed, including their essence. Let the memories fade. Let that expectation be forgotten. Replace it with new goals that involve only you and your healing. And when you feel stable enough, when you feel whole enough, then you can open yourself to the possibility of someone to share your accomplishments with, someone to share space with as they witness you achieving the healing that you're so needing. Now is a time to no longer consider that fairy tale story you've been told to tell yourself. I'm just saying. Now's the time for healing. I got to get going, guys. My class is about to start and I have to get ready. Yeah, this was an intense reading. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Ooh, thank you for the reminder, Ocean Lover. I am having a morphogenetic fundamentals workshop. This is to teach you the basics of energy work for yourself. It's going to be like a 4.5 hour workshop. If you'd like to be a part of that, go to soulworksynergistics.com and you could totally be a part of that. Soulworksynergistics.com // workshops. If you'd like to book a private session, you can definitely go to here. Oh no, this is a Dear Emmy. Hold on. You go here, soulworksynergistics.com / Emmy-services. You can also help us to build a sanctuary by going to this link, soulworksynergistics.com / sanctuary. If you'd like to enter our raffle, we have a raffle that's going on. There you go. Thank you, Lindsay. Yep. Wow, that's a long ass link. Is that the link? Oh, Jesus Christ. Good gosh. Good gosh. All right, guys, I really got to go. I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your day. I'm going to see if I have enough self-control to not have so much attitude that I can't do expedites. We'll see if I can do expedites later on today. If you need energetic work, if you need a quick reading, come check me out, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.